Hello and welcome back to the Friday Fixture. I'm Naz Islam.
And I'm Robin Davis.
How's it going today, Robin?
Good, mate. How are you?
Yeah, not too bad, thank you. I guess we've got a little confession to make. The Friday Fixture this semester has become a bit of a Wednesday fixture.
No, it's still the Friday Fixture.
It's still always going to be the Friday Fixture. So, some of the things we say when you listen to us might be a little like, hang on a minute. Why are they talking about that now? Just to keep you informed, as to what's going on. We've got some guests with us today. We've got Matt who's returned, and we've got Joe who's returned as well. Do you guys want to reintroduce yourselves? Tell us about what's going on?
I mean, the regular listeners should know us well by this point. I'd be disappointed if they didn't.
Third
appearance.
Record. Most requested guest.
Fan favourites?
Fan favourites.
Someone said. Yeah, I am Matthew Hayhurst. I support Coventry City FC and England.
Very Farage of you again.
Yeah. No, that's the other Matt. You're thinking of the other Matt who's on here sometimes.
Disgusting Derby fan Matt you're thinking of.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Horrible guy.
I'm Joe and I am a Nottingham Forest fan.
Lovely.
Very vague.
Not an England fan.
He hates England.
He country, and of course an England fan.
Okay.
Massive Brazil fan as well.
Yeah.
For no
Can't you
reason.
tell?
Yeah, up the Curaçao World
Most
Cup
talented man,
2026.
yeah.
Come on.
Lots of bits and pieces to talk about today. It's kind of a bit of a transfer special as well, because as we speak, things are going through. We've just found out about Raheem Sterling releasing himself from Chelsea. We found out about Paqueta leaving West Ham as well. There's all sorts going on, so we'll get to that in a little bit. But let's talk about what's happened over the weekend. There were some massive results, and a big one at the forefront of that in the Premier League was Michael Carrick really establishing himself as a bit of a name, especially against these big teams, it looks like, with a stunning 3-2 win over Arsenal. What do we think, guys? Because I was very impressed by that.
I thought it was a great result for Man United, obviously. I mean, we had Ollie, who's actually producing on the podcast today, who's previewing that game last Wednesday. I'm sorry, Ollie. We'll get his thoughts in a second. But it was a great team performance by Man United. I think what kind of cemented it for me was like bringing back Manu into the squad. I mean, he kind of, in the build-up to Kuna's goal, he was kind of key for that as well. So bringing back players like that, playing players in their correct positions, like we were speaking about last Wednesday, players seeming motivated, they actually want to be there, it would seem. Even players like Kuna, who'd probably throw his toys out the pram, was starting on the bench, came on, scored the goal, doesn't seem to be that fussed at the moment, not being a starting player. Mm-hmm. I don't know how long that will last for with Kuna, knowing his track record. But yeah, I feel like Man United's in a good spot, and players like Bruno's playing well. So yeah, the player that I feel really sorry for, because he played really well, but he's now got a 10-week hamstring injury, is Dorgu. The second goal, by the way, wow, what a finish. And the build-up as well. Finish. The little tiki-taka passes with Fernandez, amazing. Yeah. Really lovely goal. I really enjoyed that game.
Yeah, me too.
They sort of shifted. It's interesting to hear what Gary Neville had to say, that he sort of like...
No one's ever said that before.
No, I know. you know what? I think he actually did. He summed up the game quite well. Well, in terms of Patrick Dorgu, because he was saying that Amorim played him as a winger in one game when he was in charge and he looked really good, and the next game put him back into wing back, and he was saying he's not a wing back, he's a winger, and obviously that proved it. So yeah, thanks Gary.
Do you think they've kind of thrown Amorim under the bus a bit there? Then did you know, like maybe
do you think they were actively playing badly whilst he was there?
Possibly,
and then they're like, we like that Carrick lad. Actually, let's play well.
They've decided to put in a load of effort.
I think it's a disgrace seeing Manchester United play as a good team. Mm-hmm. It feels like we're in 2005. I don't like it. It's not right.
It feels like normalcy, though. Like I was pitying them for a while. So it's nice to just watch them be a decent team.
You're dusting off your Ronaldo shirt and being like,
absolutely not.
Yeah.
I don't hate them.
Al Nassr Ronaldo shirt, obviously, the one I mean.
And yes, exactly. Yeah. That was the main thing for me. Nice to see anti-football be defeated for once.
Ollie, please join the party, mate. Please come in shot and give your thoughts briefly.
All right, I'll be brief. We were shit. I think a bit of an overreaction though. I think I've had a couple of days to calm down. Well, I thought the world was over on Monday. I was like, yeah, this is it. But I think
that quadruple's looking good, by the way, isn't it?
Yeah, it's looking good.
To be fair, it is still possible,
still on.
which is kind of scary.
But I think
Al Marty's going to do you today.
I just kind of think it's going to be. It's kind of like, all right, well, let's lock in, man. We got to change this up.
It's a bad run of form.
It's a bad run of form, and it's really bad.
It's getting nervy now.
And I think now it's like, okay, let's change Haram ball. Let's stop it.
Okay, I hear that.
I also feel it was a bit weird because there was a lot of narrative after the Inter Milan game, which I think was the night after we recorded, wasn't it? Or was it no, the night before? Sorry, where obviously Jesus has scored twice in that game and looked really good, and then he comes in, starts the game and looks lost again in the Premier League. I feel like we're going to talk about Sterling later. He looks like a player that isn't really doing it in the league as much. I think a few seasons ago under Pep's kind of tactics, he was great, but. Yeah, but Naz, what do you think on
It's
him
just one of them
being
where I think it's never going to solve Arsenal's like big thing about needing a striker that's like going to bang in loads of goals for them. It's clearly something that they thought they'd fix this year, and they got close, but they're not quite there. I mean, like you look at their sort of top goal statistics, and there's no one that's really doing much for them. It's very much like the team contributing together. So I don't know. We'll see if that's sustainable, but I'm not feeling too confident about that.
My most enjoyable stat was, I think, one of their top scorers for Arsenal still own goals, which is great. I think it's 4 own goals for them, which is amazing. So, like you say, they miss a striker.
And I think what added to that result in particular, by the way, is the polarization of the goals that was scored. Like to see, set piece goals and like scuffles in the box and all of that versus just lumping it from 25 yards.
Old school goals.
Do you know what I feel like since the start of the year? My faith in Premier League goals and like the excitement of like the quality of the goals as well has been restored. Like for a long while, there's been a lot of like games where they've been quite boring, kind of
boring.
Pretty
Pep
dull.
Guardiola tactical.
Pass in exactly. And now we're seeing some absolute screamers from outside the box. Of the Buendia goal against Newcastle for Aston Villa, Dorgu obviously against Arsenal. Like some great goals. Like it's quite exciting. It's fun.
Hopefully it's a cycle,
really
right?
fun.
I just want to see screamers. Like what's his name? Fernandez the other day as well for West Ham scored one screamer, and then he decides to go lump it again. 87th minute, it's the crossbar.
The chaos. Did you see the argument between the two defenders when he nearly scored and it got disallowed at the end? That was great. They're like arguing, and then he like hits it top bins, but it hits the crossbar, unfortunately. But
I love it. I'm so here for it. Other big results over the weekend. My beloved Liverpool did lose as well.
That's not like them at the moment.
It's really surprising actually. This title push that we've got going on. That was rough for me to watch. It's kind of beginning to. I'm beginning to see the unkification of some of our players, in particular the big man Virgil van Dijk. It's really, really hard to watch.
The defending, by the way, was it the first goal where he just kind of lets the ball run out, thinking it'll go out, and then obviously Scott.
No, so he wasn't. He was trying to do a nice little sort of deft flick, like really casual. I'll pop this behind, or like out for a throw or whatever. Completely misses it.
It's not 2017, brother.
He's not.
No,
I think he's just.
Is he cooked? Is it too
I don't
early
want
to say
to
that?
say it. I don't want to say it because I still think he's got it in him to like put some effort in.
There's a bit of awe about him, isn't there? Still,
Well, I think that this in particular, because there's been so much attention to how bad he was in that game, I think he's gonna really be like, okay, right, I can't let my reputation go down like this. Like, I can't let the end of my career become like people laughing at me for falling off. So hopefully he'll kick in. And
Galatasaray are on the phone.
Are
They're calling Al Nassr. No, not necessarily, but they will be. They will be.
Are you going to be the new Fabrizio Romano?
Yeah.
What's your catchphrase going to be?
Fenerbahce, you want Virgil van Dijk? What's my catchphrase going to be?
As in, like, here we go. Obviously, what's going to be the?
Oh no, maybe he's off.
I like it.
Is that what you're going to say when Frank leaves Coventry?
Yeah. Oh no, maybe he's off. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen.
I can see it on the graphics. Just your face. And that.
Maybe he's off.
Caps.
Yeah,
Love
absolutely.
It.
Obviously, I'm doing this. They can't see that because it's a podcast.
No,
I'm pretending to be on the phone.
They can.
Video
Of
course they can.
Which everyone will. Everyone will.
And Forest had a pretty good weekend.
Dare I say the most shock result of the weekend?
Possibly.
Maybe even more so. I think it was something sort of, I guess, written in the stars for United to beat Arsenal, but it was definitely not written in the stars for us to beat Brentford. So
how many times have you beaten Brentford in the last?
We've actually done
few
the double
games?
over them this season, but usually we're not great against, especially away. I don't remember the last time we beat them. Actually, did we beat them away last season? Maybe we did, but usually we don't. So and Brentford
you beat them at the start of the season.
We've been the start. We've done double over them this season.
Chris Wood scored.
Brentford have only Brentford have only. I think they've only lost once at home to another team.
Yeah.
So really the second team to beat them at home and another clean sheet. Not bad.
I
Goals from both strikers. From Taiwo, who hasn't scored in over a year.
I was going to say, like, Will, the Jesus, was it Jesus? That goal for the first was really lovely. Like, comes off his shoulder and then bangs it in. Bottom
There's a
bins.
player in there, I'm telling you.
Quick
And if-
interruption.
and if by
Okay.
magic,
Second
Hang on a minute.
Matt has hit the podcast studio.
Keep it going, keep it going. It's we have I guess you can't even call it a
Who should have been
substitution
here because he
really.
was supposed to be here.
I'm
He was
out,
supposed to be
guys,
here.
sorry.
Yeah.
Oh, he's back.
So are we bringing Matt in? Do you want to hop on? Do you
No,
want to
he's
have a chair?
just
Go
sit on
get
the
you a
floor.
chair, Matt.
Yeah, man.
Pause.
Join in.
No, we'll carry on. This is all
What
part
did
of
you
the
think
production
about
value of our
Forest?
podcast.
It'll be funny.
Yeah, bring a chair.
Go and get a chair. Get a couple.
Go get
We're
that
only
chair.
Well, due to the sweltering heat in the studio, we had to go for a 22.5-minute drinks break, halfway through the first half. And none other than Matt has appeared to join us. Oh my
guys.
God.
Sure. Happy to be here.
I don't like saying Matt 2 because it, implies
That I am Matt 1.
That one is.
There could be
is
so many more Matts and you would just go down on the list.
Wolfie and Hayes.
There is a third Matt in the building if you want to get him in.
Sure, let's do that.
Yeah, well, that's not for the time being.
Matt, just quickly reintroduce yourself. Tell us about your team.
I'm Matt. I've been on a few times now, so happy to be back, and I'm a big Derby County fan.
Oh dear.
Lovely stuff. Well, I mean, now that we've got you, why don't we go into let's talk a little bit about the Championship and what's been going on.
Is that the best league in
Do
the
we have
world?
to?
It is a very
The most
good league.
competitive league in the
It's a
world.
very, very good league, actually, and I think really, really underrated. Genuinely, I would say in terms
Yeah,
of
yeah.
like
How often do you watch the
competition,
Championship now?
once a year.
He's a big Isthmian South fan.
When
actually.
he's forced to
He's
watch
contractually
Boxing
obliged because of this podcast.
You know
Yeah,
what?
he has to watch it.
On a real, I really love that basically anybody could finish anywhere. Like you don't really get that in any league, and that is
Apart
really
from League
exciting.
One.
And maybe and League Two and the National League,
National League South.
yeah.
Not the National League North.
Yeah. Oh, okay. No.
Isthmian Premier Central.
Really passionate about these.
Up the Isthmian League, man.
You're just
Come
kind of
on.
flexing
Best
your
league
knowledge
in the world.
of English.
We
football.
are
Hey.
Welling United.
So not to dampen your spirits, but Coventry.
Yeah, we're not winning the league.
Okay.
We're absolutely not
Okay,
winning the
cool.
league.
What happened the other night against Norwich?
I was watching it whilst I was working,
Yeah.
and Norwich were the better team the first half. We went 1-0 up in about 40 minutes, and I thought, it's not going to happen. And then 2-1 by the end of the game. It seemed inevitable, even though we had more possession, we played better, I guess you could say technically. We're just going through a period where we can't really score a goal. We've got this new guy, Essay,
I was going to say Roman Essay. Looks
he
good.
is good. He is doing well
Yeah.
for us, but we need defenders. We don't have defenders. They're absolutely dreadful, and this is what's going to happen. Gambling fans, listen in now. It's going to be Middlesbrough win, Ipswich second, Millwall win the playoffs, and we are just going to have an absolute
I was
shocker.
going to say, like, the defending, was it for the second goal? Was pretty
Yes,
shocking,
disgrace. It
wasn't
was
it?
absolutely
Like, It
ridiculous.
wasn't Championship level, that was like League Two.
Yeah,
or
it's the weird thing
National
where you
League.
watch us and there'll be like 5-minute flashes of like, oh, this is a team who could be in the Premier League, and then there'll be 20-minute stretches of League One would be kind of an overstatement of where you should be
Hadji
playing.
Wright have been sent off? Did I see that?
No, you didn't. That's a different game, Matt. Different game. Not one I remember this season, but
I guarantee you're all
Hadji
Someone
Wright's
fact check that. He
yeah,
should have been.
Hadji Wright's red card that he didn't get was maybe a disgrace.
See you later, boys. That was me.
Yeah. Thanks, Matt.
Definitely
Well,
going viral with those takes.
100% Matt
Yeah,
2
sorry I
now.
didn't choose the inbred derby. I don't know.
Yeah, Matt 1 and Matt
That's
2.
every championship game.
Yeah.
Actually,
Should we do
sorry,
a
Plymouth are
poll on
League
the
One.
Spotify? Who's better, Matt 1 or Matt 2 on the podcast?
Oh, okay.
You also,
okay.
you're one of the most returning guests as well. We all are.
I could be,
Say
yeah.
something else then.
Oh, not after this. Not after this.
This is his last appearance. Yeah.
Can I actually, I really actually want to explore this a little further.
Yeah,
Can I
let's
just
do
get
it.
a pitch on why you're the better Matt? Just real quick.
What, me?
Yeah.
Charm, good looks, skilled, bravery, chutzpah,
Okay.
Jewishness.
Okay.
Right.
I win on
You
all
can't
those
drop
counts.
the Jewish.
Yes, I can. Can
You
and
are-
will.
You are
Can
pretty
and will.
Jewish. It just gives you points.
100%, brother.
Yeah,
Sorry,
yeah,
let's just throw back to
Actually-
that. You are pretty Jewish, but just right across the boot.
This is the
cut that, you can
discourse
cut
that we
one
want
as well,
in the
yeah.
podcast.
Okay, Matt, your turn
You
to
know,
fight
you
back.
cut the
I wanna
last
hear it, I wanna
5
hear it.
minutes.
I didn't list a list of reasons why I'm the best Matt. That's probably why I'm
Okay.
better.
Oh, he's going for a
Nonchalant.
Sigma male kind of thing.
Okay.
Okay.
Casual.
Okay.
You're 28 years old. You should know what that is.
Well, you don't even know what Baruch Hashem means. So.
Yeah, oh no.
27, I'm 28 next month, idiot.
Okay, so yeah, do we think for Coventry? Do you think it's going to be a fumble?
Yes, I absolutely do.
Yeah?
I think it's a classic. It either comes before or after Christmas, doesn't it? One of these kind of things. The gap was 10 points between us and Middlesbrough on December the 5th, and it's now 3.
That is-
And they're objectively a better team than us, as are Ipswich. I've been to both legs of the Ipswich games this year, and I've heard so many people from East Anglia, which is not something I ever want to say, just be like, they're not a proper team. what, these lot winning? No way, mate. Not going to happen. And I just have to be like, yeah, I completely agree with you guys. You're absolutely right.
Did you have belief at any point though? Did you think,
Before
in
Christmas,
December.
you seemed quite
In
optimistic.
December,
I
I
remember-
really thought it was going to be okay. We might come second, but now I think as soon as we're in playoffs, the motivation is going to be absolutely gone.
I'm sure we can clip back to what I said last time we were on.
Oh, maybe we shouldn't.
You're still about 8-9 points clear on the automatics.
No, I think. Oh no, we're not.
Automatic.
It's
actually.
in the automatics.
Well, I think we're, and
'Cause-
this is good that I know this off by heart. I think we're 6 now.
Is it 6?
I think it might not even be that.
So you don't know it off by heart, really?
No, I don't. That's
Okay. We can fact check.
absolutely
We can
no
fact check
idea.
that, surely.
Fact check.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's just one
I
of
mean, you
those
have lost your
ones
lead.
where if we don't make any more signings by the end of the month, I think we are, as the kids be saying, cooked.
Wow. Okay. And cooked is what Derby County might be, or are they?
This narrative again. Every time I come on here, my beloved team kind of get the brunt of the jokes. But we are 2 points off the playoffs.
Yeah.
Which means we are
If
not
you
many
go up,
behind you.
if you go up and we don't, I
Well,
will.
that's the type of thing. We
Kill
did this in
Robin live on
a
the
Gary
podcast.
Rowett season. We played quite mixed football, very bad football. If you've ever watched Gary Rowett manage a team,
I hate Gary Rowett.
yeah, it's unbelievably
It's
boring.
weird for a Forest
football.
fan.
I won't speak too loudly as he is a neighbour, but
Oh. Ooh.
Isn't he in the other podcast?
no, up north.
I think Gary Rowett was like quintessentially Derby.
Yeah,
That's why
yeah,
I have
yeah.
such a
Do you think anyone's
distaste
ever
for him.
said that as a compliment?
And then he went to
Probably
Millwall
not.
and kind of took all of the our
Yeah, well,
scrag
but it's
ends
all,
down
yeah,
there.
he went from one. I mean, it's honestly
Yeah.
pretty got a worse rep at Millwall.
Yeah, they were a dreadful side, but they
Yeah.
got playoffs, I think.
They did,
again.
yeah.
And
Well,
that
that
was
they're
kind
a
of
side that might get playoffs
and then
this
we lost to
season.
Fulham. So I wouldn't surprise me if we made it into the top 6. I
Mm-hmm.
don't think we'd do very well.
You could have one of those things where you accidentally go up.
I think that would be the worst thing to
That
happen
would be
to us.
really,
That's very
really
championship,
funny.
isn't it?
It's
That
so
would- yeah.
It happens,
championship.
it happens.
Yeah, I love it.
But
when
I
that
think that
happens.
would be a case of up and down straight away if it
Yeah,
was.
it's,
like,
if we mismanage it like last time we were up.
Yeah.
To be fair, when
You
Forest
could
went-
argue.
You were
it's about
6th,
us.
weren't you? When you went
No, we
up?
were.
That was an accidental
we,
play.
we were 4th. We were 4th.
Okay.
But I was about to call back to Ipswich. I think Ipswich, because they got promoted and promoted again. And if you speak to their fans, they say they got prematurely promoted.
Yeah.
So, that's an example. But they're doing all right this season.
They're third, aren't they?
They're going to get automatic. Like when I actually
You think
did
they're
go
gonna
and
sneak
see
in?
them,
They
they
play
were
very nice.
Over
really-
Borough, though?
I think it's going to be those two. It's going to be those two. Watching us, it is just unfortunately these two teams are better at playing the game of football, which is quite important in football, to be
Yeah.
honest.
yeah, it helps absolutely. Okay, so we've got semi-cooked,
I-
semi-cooked but semi-optimistic, medium rare.
We've got Big Pat
Yeah.
up top. Palace coming in looking to offer 20 million, rumours.
Ooh.
So
Big
even
money.
if he doesn't,
Raheem
if he
Sterling
leaves,
to Derby, as someone said.
yeah, if we get 20 million, who knows what Derby could do?
Oh my God.
Waste
Okay.
it probably.
Probably end up mid-table.
Yeah,
or-
go to Gentleman
Yeah,
Derby and
yeah,
stuff.
yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we've got pessimism, optimism, and then I mean, Forest. What are we thinking? Because it's looking a bit scary for you guys
the
right
problem
now.
is with us, we'll play bad for a few games, and we'll put. This is a classic Dyche. We'll pull a result out of nowhere.
Yeah.
So this fixture, the previous fixture, Brentford, is a fixture we would have never won.
Yeah.
And we've won it, and we're probably gonna be fine.
I mean, and you pulled it off against Arsenal
But
as well.
yeah, got decent. We weren't even that bad against Arsenal.
Yeah.
I think it's one of them where, to be fair, West Ham have won 2 in the bounce now, so it will be interesting to see. I think the relegation battle is much harder to call this season than perhaps the last few seasons.
I feel that Brentford game, if you hadn't won that, then you probably would have
Probably
been
in trouble.
relegated.
I think keeping that
But,
distance between us and West Ham, but you've also got teams like Palace dropping down, and I think there's more teams. You could even argue, like more teams being dropped.
Hey, why
dropped
not
into the
name a couple
mix.
more clubs? Yeah,
Yeah,
who else?
Spurs. You got West Ham.
Arsenal for relegation.
Arsenal
Bet on that now. Lump it on. Lump it on.
Well, Palace haven't won in God knows how
Who
many
are you
games.
sponsored
And
by?
they're
I'm
never
here
3
to win the
points off.
Premier League 2027.
Every time I'm on, you mention that.
The goats.
So do you think you'll get over the line?
I think we will. I think with Dyche, I don't think we'll progress as a club with Dyche, but we will get over the line. And I actually think West Ham could also stay up as well.
Are you saying he's the new Sam Allardyce?
I think he could be the new. He could turn into the new Sam Allardyce. I mean, the whole thing was when he came in.
Physically.
When he came in, everyone was like, "Oh, give Dyche a bit of money to work with. Maybe he'll actually do well." It's been basically what we've seen at Everton, but I think he will get us over
It's
the
a
line.
cracking 15th finish that you're after.
Yeah, you know what? Since he's taken over, we would be 11th.
Ooh,
So
okay.
you know,
I
so-
heard
one of those stats that
One of
doesn't
those
mean
stats-
anything
doesn't mean
really.
anything.
But
Well, no, if you exclude the Ange period and the Nuno 3 games, yeah.
yeah.
Joe, I think we've got to talk about, because last time you were on the pod, you talked about Anderson for about half an hour. Is he going to stay?
Not enough airtime.
Yeah, exactly. Is he going to stay past the end of the season?
I think no matter whatever happens this season, whether we go down or stay up, I think we will get plundered.
Yeah.
In terms of our players, I
I got some pirates who are going to stay on our money.
So Mr. Marinakis loses all his money to pirates.
Yeah. These pirates made to the Midlands. It's landlocked. Clever, crazy.
Down the River Trent, just like Marinakis. No, I think Elliot Anderson. I mean, I don't think everyone will go, but I think we'll lose some players.
Elliot Anderson.
It's just when you said plundered. I'm really sorry. I didn't take you seriously.
Yeah, it's actually so basically we are going to lose our players. No, I think Anderson could go. I mean, he's one of the few players that could probably go.
Gibbs White, I feel like he's a talent.
To be honest, I think unfortunately for Gibbs White, I think he's sort of. That boat sailed when he tried to get that move to Spurs.
Mr. Marinakis.
But luckily, Mr. Marinakis had a gun to his head. No, yeah. I think we'll lose. I don't think we'll lose the highest value players. You've got Anderson, Murillo, Gibbs White.
How old is Gibbs White now?
25.
Past it. Past it.
Take some out today. Something else.
Yeah. I think those are your highest assets. You've probably got some of the players in there, but they're the ones that will go for big money.
Okay.
And I reckon that 2 of those 3 would go.
Fair. Yeah, you can get some good money for them, but then it's
absolutely.
It's whether you consolidate losing them
How much
versus
money
staying in the league.
I reckon.
Ballpark figure.
10 a couple of
You and
Freddos.
Timbers, I still think
5 doubloons.
realistically, for all 3, package deal.
Derby going to pay 20 million for 3 of them.
20 million.
Parrot and a wooden arm for Morgan Gibbs White.
I reckon 80 mil for Anderson.
80
I think that's you've undersold him there.
Sorry, in the last episode, you were like, you've got to pay at least 80 to 100.
Fair enough.
I love
Clickbait.
Yeah.
I'm going to disagree with every point I've made on that episode.
Right, go on.
Contradict myself.
80 for Anderson, 70 for Murillo, 60 for Gibbs White. There you go.
Get off.
Don't never come on again.
Elliot Anderson to Al Hilal. You heard it here first.
Yeah. I think
got
I don't know where it
sponsorship
could go. Yeah, you must have some deals.
It's a really good league you guys should all check out.
The illegal betting markets and Al Hilal apparently for Matt. Oh dear.
Good people. Good
Should we move on?
Let's move on.
Let's move on. There's one more thing I want to talk about before we get into any previews as well, just very quickly, which is Wrexham.
Do we have to talk about Wrexham? I feel
would
they
like
get
to.
so much airtime.
They do, but
Hollywood,
also
they've not started the cup.
I really want to just see what you guys think about how they are now pushing in playoffs, and they could do the unthinkable. Or, do we think
Would that be
it's possible?
4 in a row?
It would.
That's too
I
many.
really
hope it does.
Has that ever been done?
I think the most I've known about is
Did
like
Luton
Bournemouth
do it?
doing it or something like that.
Luton
Did Luton do it from
league. They were in the National
They were in the
League.
National League, weren't they?
But I think they had 2 years
Bournemouth.
in like...
Sorry, Naz, is the record to do it consecutive seasons? So, like, does National League count as part of the leagues, as it were? Like, is it?
Yeah.
Well,
Career mode.
yeah, it's literally like Jay from In-Betweeners, isn't it? Completed it. or
It's
something.
insane. And
Yeah.
they've just secured, I think, another £50 million investment as well. So they're really like cooking. And
But also the framework at Wrexham is like they don't really they do own the club, but they own a minority share, don't they? Rob
The Hollywood
the
lads.
Hollywood lads.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Ross McElhenney.
Gosling. No, it's not
They
Gosling.
look
is it?
similar to
The other one is the less talented
Reynolds and
sorry.
McKenna.
I have a fact check there.
Oh, okay.
Here
Here we go, Seth.
Swansea City,
What a team.
1997, 4 consecutive promotions
From-
from 4th division to the Premier League.
That's
Wow.
very impressive. Who was that under?
1997. I mean,
You know all the managers from
I know
the
they all
late
say-
90s.
Is 1997 when they
Swansea.
completed it or when they started?
I think they've in the Prem in 1982.
It might be a notable. I don't know.
Yeah, it probably isn't.
Probably
Yeah,
isn't.
Probably
Probably
isn't.
won't
So
know.
probably carry on. Yeah.
But going back to their owners, sorry, just quickly, like they're kind of the front of the company, as it were, but they're not really funding it now.
Yeah.
Which is a clever model because they basically get all the credit if it goes well. If it goes badly, they can just run off in the sunset and go back to Hollywood. It's fine. So they've literally got the best of both worlds.
I think I saw something like the valuation of Wrexham is some
Oh, it's mad.
ridiculous amount now, like into the hundreds of millions.
I mean,
So-
it has led to the Yankification of football. Like every single Hollywood
Game's
celebrity
gone.
is now game's gone, mate. Game's gone. We want businessmen like Doug King from Leamington Spa in charge of our teams.
But that'd be so much better, wouldn't
Yeah,
it?
Leamington Spa mention. Always important. But yeah, maybe it's a good thing because it's not like people have been talking about it, like, oh, Hollywood have taken over, and it's like, what else do you want? Like oil barons with slave trade.
Yeah, but this is the whole
like,
perception because apparently they're doing it the right way. They're doing it in a way where they actually support the team. They'll go to games. They'll be passionate about it.
They're one of the
rather than
oldest
just-
clubs in the football league.
They're also really good actors because they can pretend that they're interested
That
in
is
what's going
also.
on.
I do think about this. I'm like, are they just faking it?
Yeah, when you see Ryan Reynolds, he's always like, oh my god, I'm so sharp. It's like, they're not doing anything. This is just midfield defensive
that's a
play.
throw-in, mate.
Like, yeah, exactly. No!
I feel like when the Netflix series first came out, I was like, oh, this is quite nice. Like, I
Disney
quite
Plus.
sort of enjoyed the.
Very good fact check. Thank you, Jamie from the Joe Rogan
I
podcast.
was it on Disney? Sorry,
It was
not
on
Netflix.
Disney,
My bad. Well, I feel like when it first came out, I was like, this is quite cute. Like, it's it's quite a sweet story. And now I really don't like
It's
them.
covered too much.
I feel like they've
You
done
don't
too
need
well.
5 series or however
it
many.
is quite a
They
lot,
need to
yeah.
get
It's
back
probably
in their
10 last.
station a bit.
But
like,
it's because they keep getting promotion.
Sorry,
That's
4
why.
series.
You know, that's
The
why
BS
it gets
is
covered because the story just keeps going until
Yeah.
they if they didn't get promoted this season, I think they'd be able to call it there.
But if it didn't have the Hollywood element, then
it also wouldn't be
wouldn't
as
have really
attractive.
been as appealing, would it, to
That's
the
true.
viewer? I don't know. Maybe you would have
Maybe
watched
we'll
it.
see.
The Sunderland one was really good.
That's
Wasn't
true.
It?
That's
That
true.
was
That was
actually
very
a good
authentic as
documentary,
well.
That was actually way better.
Yeah.
I'd love to know what happened to the guy who used to own Sunderland because I feel like it ended
the
badly,
Oxford
didn't it?
guy.
Jail, surely jail.
He was trying his best, but then I feel like you had that guy, one
Why
of
am
his
I looking at
advisors.
Zlatan Ibrahimovic on this board?
Yeah.
Oh, was that on the quote?
Yeah.
That was the best one out of all because Amazon Prime done loads. But the most interesting one was Sunderland. Yeah,
Why
but
would you want to watch one about?
they're so
No
artificial.
offence,
No offense,
Arsenal.
Ollie.
You don't want to see Mikel Arteta with the speakers at the
Guys,
The Spurs one was quite good because it gave you a bit of insight into Mourinho.
I love seeing Mourinho,
his,
yeah.
that was interesting.
It was
Actually,
more of a
yeah.
Mourinho.
private one-to-one meetings with Rose.
Eric Dyer.
Danny Rose.
Oh,
He wanted to
Oh,
leave,
with
didn't he?
Danny
And then
Rose,
he was
yeah.
like, "You're not leaving the club." And then there was a Dele Alli as well, where obviously he was saying like, "You need to basically buck up or you're out." And obviously,
He was
what's
bang on-
happened?
bang on
He
with
was
that,
right,
yeah.
wasn't he? In
Yeah.
a way, he was right.
No, it was when
so-
he kicked out Danny Rose, and Danny Rose was like, "I'm good enough to play," and he was like, "You know."
The funniest one is still the one which I don't think anyone would have seen, but it's Peter Crouch taking over Dulwich Hamlet, which lasted for I think a whole
Might be-
season.
might be
half
one of
a
their games
season,
soon.
wasn't it?
Yeah, he was their chairman. There's a picture of him still in the clubhouse.
But he only did a season, didn't he? And then
Yeah,
he
he was
buggered
too
off.
busy,
and
too
did-
busy.
too
So what?
busy,
So
yeah,
then what did he actually do there? Because
He was chairman.
Had a
No, but-
documentary
not chairman,
made
he
about
was,
it.
I know he had a documentary, but did he actually do anything? Like, was it just for TV? Like, I feel like
he was on the board and everything. Yeah,
I don't think they did much though, did he?
but he
No.
turned up to games,
That's nice of him.
which is more it's equally what Ryan Reynolds I guess
Yeah.
did.
yeah,
yeah,
it's
yeah.
very
Same
true.
Oh, I
it's
see
very
what you're
true.
saying.
Yeah.
Fair enough. Yeah.
But they get quite a big celebrity crowd down at Champion Hill. You've got Greg James,
Oh yeah.
Wolf Reports, I think, goes down there.
Matt Wolf's there, isn't he?
Matt Wolf's pretty-
You just
pretty
plug yourself.
famous. Yeah.
You just plug yourself.
No, no, no.
It's
got like 100
Everyone out
followers
in
on
England knows
Instagram.
Wolf Report.
How many followers have you got now?
Someone actually said
5 million after this
Someone suggested it in a
podcast.
lecture the other day. So it's quite well.
Wait, what? Who said it at the lecture?
Seth.
But we don't do lectures because we're professional podcasters.
yeah,
so I don't
yeah,
know what
yeah.
you're talking about.
What are you talking about,
Are you
mate?
still at school? So this is an 18+
If I say
podcast.
no, that's worse, isn't it? What are you doing in a lecture?
First teenager has hit the podcast.
Let's move on now.
Let's-
please.
let's-
Let's move on again.
Let's move on. We have really got distracted. Right, let's talk about. Let's do some predicting. Let's look forward. Let's look to the future. Let's see what's happening this
I
weekend.
also fear this is going to be like one of our shortest podcasts.
No.
It looks a bit-
No, we're half an hour in.
think we're- yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough.
Let's talk about Steve Agrizovic, the 1987 FA Cup winning goalkeeper for Coventry for a while.
This weekend, guys. Let's see. We've got There's a. Let's talk about Derby County again because we've got
Do we
a
have
match
to?
this weekend.
Oh,
There's so much air time.
oh, yeah.
You
Bristol
are
City?
going.
Yeah,
No,
Bristol.
You're travelling up to
tomorrow
Bristol,
night,
yeah?
heading
Up, down? Well, I don't know.
Down. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
so
Up and then down, isn't
A
it?
bit, yeah.
I have been. Yeah, I've been to Ashton Gate. It's a good stadium. It's a bit shame that it's mixed with the
Boring
rugby.
stadium.
Oh.
Yeah.
Rubbish
you didn't
stadium.
say
Atmosphere
mix.
wise, it's not.
Sorry, I
the
thought you meant like mixed.
That's
like,
what I thought.
Like the home and away, like
Oh,
it's all communal, it's all
no,
really
God,
friendly.
this isn't worse. Yeah.
The last time I went to Ashton Gate, I had a very funny experience.
Here we go. This is another farming
It's a
story.
classic anecdote. So they have a pub right by it.
Yeah.
And I asked them, "Oh, can I have a pie? What flavours do you have?" And then an old man grabbed me and went, "Pie flavour." Idiot.
Classic.
Yeah, I'll have one of those. Then, please,
obviously,
mate.
yeah,
Yeah,
enough,
sounds
yeah.
good actually. Yeah.
No, yeah, I'm looking forward to it. It'll be a good game. Bristol have a lot of our players. They've got Jason Knight, Max Bird, both captain Derby
Max
not
Bird.
too long ago. And they're a team who likes to bang like 4 or 5 goals one week and then will sink 4 or 5 goals the next.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be able to really
So
call
it's
it.
5-5. That's what we're saying.
That's true.
It could be.
Yeah.
They,
It's really interesting seeing Bristol City not be 14th in the last 2 seasons because
They're
it just
a good
doesn't
side,
feel
yeah.
right.
They're a decent side.
They're 1 point off the playoff spots at the moment.
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's a big game. We don't score too many goals, but we're all right on the road.
If you win, could you potentially be in the playoffs?
With results going... Oh, well, I guess we would briefly because we're the Friday night fixture.
There you go.
Yeah.
You're the Friday fixture.
This guy knows. Thank you.
Great marketing.
It's Wednesday.
It's not Wednesday.
It's not
but
Wednesday, it's Friday.
Yeah, that game tonight.
Yeah, that game tonight.
Can't wait. It's gonna be brilliant.
They did maybe brilliantly.
Okay, so let's get a prediction. What are you thinking?
I'd say 2-1 Derby.
2-1 Derby.
Lump it on. For Cov or for Derby?
No, for Derby.
Oh, I'm only interested in Cov. Derby, I think it's going to be 1-1.
Yeah, that'd be.
I think it's going to be a classic 1-1.
Okay.
I think you could win that.
Oh, it's a Friday night, isn't it? Yeah, that
Bristol's
that's
a lovely town. There's so
Oh,
much
you're all
to do
doing
there.
a prediction?
Yeah,
Oh,
go
yeah,
for a little
prediction,
pizza
yeah.
beforehand.
Brilliant.
A few brewskis.
Mother's Ruin, Bristol. That's a good pub.
Oh.
You going with your brother?
Pub fixture.
Yeah, me and my brother
Nice.
heading down tomorrow.
Lovely.
Or whatever day it is on this podcast.
Are you train
Tomorrow slash
We'll probably just get the
yesterday slash
Southwestern
today.
Rail.
yeah,
Which is
Southwest.
roughly 48 quid for a
Yeah.
return.
That's crazy. Is that how much it is now?
Yeah,
It was-
it
it was,
was 7 quid National Express, which I was suggesting.
It was delayed all yesterday because of the storm. So hopefully, just giving you some travel
Podcasts are
updates.
brilliant. Podcasts are so good.
Any days have you added some value from that?
Just giving you just
Have you said anything for the past
Southwestern.
10 minutes?
I reckon I said something about Elliot Anderson.
You said that so serious as well, like we'd have all been like, oh.
And this podcast is sponsored by Elliot Anderson
Well,
in
it's
association
because
with
Joe, because Seth
Southwestern
just turned to me
Rail.
and went, tell Joe to say something. So
I've
clearly-
spoken. I've been ad-libbing every now and again.
I was going to add
Oh,
about-
sorry.
Can I?
No, I didn't say that.
Oh,
You said
of
to add
course.
something.
I was in the I was at the Watford Bristol City 5-1 battering in the Watford end. Shit stadium number 1. And number 2.
how it will.
And number 2, Bristol City is a good side. However,
Boring side.
Mementi for 2.5 mil to Ipswich is a crazy
That's
is a
insane.
crazy
That's
decision.
insane.
I must
yeah,
say.
Yeah, I saw that.
That doesn't make sense to me.
silly money to be throwing around in the Championship. Because I think when you're buying players or rebuilding squads in the Championship, you've got to be so careful with your money. And when you lump millions of pounds, and millions in the Championship is still a big thing when you're in the Premier League. You're talking,
Oh, I don't know. I don't know. It's changing. It's
Yeah.
changing.
Still, anything
Wrexham,
around
5
5
years
to
old
10
record signing.
million.
We were spending up to sort of 50 million on players when we were in the Championship.
I think
Joe
our
Carvalho,
record.
13 million.
Our
But that's
record
the
is
risk,
8
isn't it?
mil.
You've got FFP knocking at your door.
Well,
if you don't go
yeah,
up.
yeah, that's true.
It will keep
You do
just
have to
going up.
gamble.
Yeah.
That's why you utilise the
it
loan.
is.
You
market.
have to
Yeah.
gamble.
You utilise the loan market. That's what we did. we got promoted with about 6 loans.
We got Lampard on the Chelsea county.
Yeah, literally, yeah.
Milked
Got them all. It almost went up, didn't you? Didn't quite go up.
Just before I forget as well, there's lots of rumours going about Lampard going to Crystal Palace. What do you guys think to this? Like,
What's your place,
Every single
Glasgow?
shut up.
no, I'm sorry. Well, we have
Every
yeah.
single team loses a manager, and the Coventry City Facebook forum, not a place you want to go anytime. It's always like, oh, that's Lampard out then. Lampard's gone.
Is that
then.
what you use as an alternative to Twitter?
Yeah, because
That's where he gets all his information
the
from.
Facebook is a brilliant app, and everything on it is true.
Do you get all your voting information from her as well? Like, you know.
Of course he does.
Like, vaccines, guys. Let's talk about them. No,
You've done it again.
no, it's the thing of every single team. We're getting back on track. Every single team that loses a manager, they're like, oh, Lampard's going to go. Why would you go to Palace now? Actually, we're playing shit. It makes sense. Go to Palace. It's a Premier League team. But I think he wouldn't. It's too late on in the season. You want to see it through for a season,
Yeah.
or you'll get the
He
reputation.
won't leave this season, but maybe next season he's got a chance. There's low risk. At
If
Palace,
we
I guess,
don't
but
go up,
yeah.
I think
Yeah.
it could be
It's quite
the
nice.
end.
I think
Yeah.
even if you do, I think he leaves in the
Yeah.
summer.
Really?
Yeah, I think he'll be
No,
Those kind of moves.
sure.
And then
Those
go
kind of
back
moves
to the
happen.
Championship.
No.
Because I feel like that's his
Surely-
level.
Someone in the Prem.
Surely you want to be like,
Some-
I'm good at managing a Premier League
Yeah,
side.
I don't know. It
Rob
depends
Edwards.
really.
Rob Edwards went from Borough to Wolves.
Yeah, that's
But
true.
I was
What a
literally about
shocking
to
move.
mention
Yeah.
Rob Edwards.
Yeah.
He literally was hired as a Premier League manager to then get like relegated straight. I mean, that's a crazy
Yeah,
decision,
yeah,
wasn't
That is
it?
a bit of a
Like,
wild move.
yeah.
I think that has to be a personal thing. But anyway, we're getting off track. Your predictions on Bristol City Derby as well. What are we thinking?
Well, because Matt's going, I'll be kind and I'll say a 1-0 win to Derby.
Yeah,
Sneak it.
I have very bad form when I get away. I
Okay.
often don't see a win.
Well, I'll try and break that for you.
I
I'll
would
go
love
1-0
to
to
see
Derby.
1-0 Bristol City in the 85th minute.
Would you?
Yeah.
You've got nothing better to do with your Friday.
Yeah, I'm not spending my Friday fixture watching that, by the way. Like, literally have friends.
Yeah.
I actually think Derby will win it, to be fair. I'd also go 1-0.
1-0.
Okay.
Some things are bigger
Lovely.
than football.
Yeah.
Top 5 point respect.
Joe says Derby will win in front of Wolfie.
Ally.
Okay, and well, for me, it will be a 6-0 Bristol City.
No, well, I would
Just
say
out of
that.
spite.
As soon as he gets to 3, I'm off.
Okay, yeah, that's fair. That's
They're
fair.
bringing back
You're getting that
Semenyo for
Southwestern
one game
rail back.
only.
Oh, there you go.
Just watch out for those delays, though. You never know.
I think Seth, I'm pretty sure that's what you guys did. No, you left the Watford Bristol City game early when you.
Why did you leave
We
early?
saw 2 of the 6 goals, and we heard 2 more after.
Yeah.
Sorry, what?
How
Why
much did you pay to see 10 minutes of football?
Not a dime.
Yeah.
Well done.
Oh, okay,
Not
right,
a dime, because we don't use that in England.
Not a pence.
Thanks, Governor.
And then QPR as well, Coventry as well. You've got that coming up.
We usually do in QPR,
Right.
and I always enjoy that. Like, I think the last one was 3-1 or 3-0. Fact check, please. But I think we need to win it. It's one of those ones where if we actually do them in, it's going to be, okay, maybe we still have a chance, maybe we're still back on form. If we lose to QPR, that's it, game over.
Yeah.
We shouldn't lose to QPR.
Okay.
But do you want my score prediction now?
Matt, what's your illegal betting company telling you to say on this podcast?
Well,
Prediction-wise,
it's saying-
what have you been told
It's saying that the
plug?
Club World Cup final next year will be Al Hilal versus Coventry City, and we all need to be there to watch that.
Okay.
But no, I think it's going to be... I don't think they're going to score. I think it's going to be 2-0 Cov, but it's not going to be a fun game to watch. It's not going to be enjoyable.
Okay.
I've actually got to dive out.
Oh, he's in and out.
He's getting a phone call from Welling United.
Good to see you, Matt.
My score prediction, 6-0.
Okay.
We'll see you at the
Just a
Hippodrome.
football.
See you, Matt. Do we edit it out again, or do
No,
we just
no,
carry
no,
on?
just keep going.
Can I actually just in Douglas Louise is gone back to.
Hey, are you coming in with the live
Yeah,
updates
yeah,
today?
Yeah, so
Here we go.
We've got rid of him and he's gone back. Well, not got rid. He's I think he's on loan now to Villa. So back to Juventus on loan to Villa.
Wait, who's this? Douglas Luiz?
Douglas Luiz.
Okay,
yeah.
cool. Okay,
so,
very
which
nice.
seems a strange signing because although he looked good in moments for us, he was just made out of paper, just get injured all the time. Anyway, that was my transfer.
Thank you. Thanks for the transfer.
There you go.
We need like a jingle to
Yeah,
get
Dainty's
it.
transfer news.
Okay, cool. Well, yeah. So you think that it's a fixture where you should get the
I
better.
mean, we
better
usually
You beat
do
them
very well.
7-1 last time.
Yeah. We
But
usually
Seth
do
just
very
said
well
it.
against QPR. It's a game I always go to because it's always a bit of fun. I had to go once and was in the QPR end, and some QPR fans asked me, "Do you support Cov?" They just could tell from my vibe weirdly, and I was like,
Classic.
Really?
I'd had a few beers, and I was like, "Yeah, I do actually." And then one of them said, "My friend will stab you." His friend was 75 years old, so I was just like, "I'm gonna walk away."
What do you think?
now,
What
to
do
be
you
honest.
think gives you away as an obvious Coventry fan?
We should be thick accent, mate.
Oh, yeah.
So I play up Scoy Blues.
Oh,
all that
that-
sort
What
of
is it
thing.
about you, Matt, and like causing beef when you go to away games?
Some
like,
people just want to watch the world burn, brother. You know.
fair enough.
Any predictions from you guys on QPR Coventry?
I know you'll all be watching.
Is
Is it 3 p.m. kickoff on Saturday?
I believe it is.
Big game.
you at home?
No, it's in.
Joe, he literally just said
it's
he's going
in-
to the away
The
game.
away game. Oh,
It's in London,
I
United
signed out
Kingdom.
when
It was
Do you
locked
know
in.
what?
I'll transfer
Worst
that
place.
bit.
Loftus Road. I quite like Loftus Road.
It's the
Sorry,
worst
it's doing
place to have a
busy
pint
work for us, to be
pre-game.
fair.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
The
What
QPR
bad
fans
concourse?
drinking the Westfield Stratford. It's a disgrace.
Oh,
They have
yeah.
a few decent.
Yeah,
Should we
shall
go to the
we
Westfield?
go? Sure, there's tickets.
Yeah.
To Westfield Stratford.
Which is nowhere near
Yeah.
QPR.
A couple of £9 Peronis at the Westfield. Come on.
Okay.
I will
Get
give it a 2-1 to Cov.
Okay.
Did I say a prediction?
No.
No, I'm going to go 1-0 to QPR.
Nice.
Just to be controversial.
We're gonna get a new championship record of 13-6.
You might be on it
QPR.
with these
Okay.
predictions. Yeah.
I'm telling you, one day
And you're saying
I'm
you'll
going
get
to
one
look
right.
incredible.
I hope
on
you're
it.
saying
betting
lump it
man.
on.
Pardon?
You're saying lump it on for me to. Okay.
Yeah.
I will bet my family
Okay,
for that.
cool.
Okay.
Okay.
36.
Oh,
Perfect. Changing lives on the Friday Fixture. Wednesday
Yeah.
Friday Fixture. Okay,
Friday
fantastic. Let's also we've got Forest versus Palace.
oh, this
Coming as well.
is a
juicy one.
game.
Yeah.
I think because of the whole summer. I mean, there is sort of like an internal rivalry that's brewed between Palace and Forest
Because of the
whole
Europa Conference League.
Conference
Yeah.
League,
Yeah, yeah.
and now because of all the Mateta stuff. I mean, it's all sort of so, and also it's a must win for both teams. I think that if we win this game, that properly solidifies Palace being in the relegation battle and potentially going down.
I just whilst I remember the Mateta transfer, 40 million for a player who's barely scored this season.
On a wage,
he wants 140,000
Yep.
as well.
That's
Like
crazy.
However,
fair play to him, but like in terms of logistically,
Fair
why
play to his agent.
Palace were like?
Well, let's look at it this way. There is a player in that. Because
There is.
he's a good player, and also you're taking a relegation rival's striker, and they're already in crisis
Oh, you
anyway.
think
after
it's
losing
40
their
mil for
players.
mind games?
Well, Newcastle did it with Chris
It's a great
Wood.
game of
Yeah,
chess.
true.
It's
So
very
it
expensive.
it does happen.
Yeah.
You know, if it doesn't affect PSR and we can do it, or if it's a loan with an obligation to buy, I'd say go
And
for
I
it.
think in terms of how important Chris Wood was to the way that Forest play, I think Mateta would
He's the
come in
perfect
and do
fit.
exactly that.
He's quite a few years, about 28. He's in his prime.
Yeah.
You know, he's brilliant last season, and he's still scored more goals than any of our strikers this season. So I think it's
he
a
could
good
do
move.
well for you.
I think
I
he would do.
genuinely
I
think
think
he
it
would
would
do
be
quite
a
well.
good move.
I think the only thing people would
Dice
say
ball.
about him is
Dice
that
ball, yeah.
about Mateta is that it seems like going a bit laterally and not moving.
Yeah. I agree.
Oh yes, it's certainly a sidestep in terms of.
No, he's
where
going
players
into the
get
Europa
around.
League instead of the Conference
There you
League.
go.
So
It's
that's
much bigger
huge.
club.
Much better than that.
Yeah.
Much better.
I think in terms of where the clubs are at, they're probably at a similar level in terms of how well they're doing. So it is a sidestep.
But also he gets loads of money.
But he gets loads of money.
So-
He's at a bigger club.
Yeah.
A much
You
bigger
told me
club.
this before the podcast too. I don't know.
I think so.
Come on, one
club in
history.
terms of like
one trophy.
European pedigree, yeah, sure. I'll
Two
give you
European
that.
Cups,
I'll give you
multiple
that.
domestic
Yeah,
trophies.
yeah,
Palace
that's
have
fair.
won one FA Cup.
But in the modern day and age,
In the modern day and age, the Palace have only been in the Prem since what, 2013? It's not that long.
You've only been in the Prem since 2023.
No, 2022.
On and off.
2022, sorry.
And we got European football last season with Europa League.
true. That's
Yeah.
so
Yeah. Anyway, in terms of how well they're doing, you're right. It's a sidestep. However, if we can make it happen, I'd take it.
Or you might do what Birmingham did, where didn't they win the League Cup and then they got relegated and they had to play Europe the next season in the Championship?
And guess who scored in the Europa League winning the Championship? Chris Wood. Under Chris
Chris
Hughton.
Wood.
Under Chris Hughton, it was Chris Wood.
And Zigic, I think, as well.
Zigic got
great
the last
striker.
minute.
It all
for
comes
Birmingham.
back to Chris Wood.
It all comes back to
Yeah.
Chris Wood. Yeah.
Okay, so you think you'll
Chris
get the better over them?
I think we will. I'm still holding it up to the camera flips today. Chris Wood. I think we're at home as well. I think we have a good run of fixtures coming up. We have Palace, Leeds, and someone else, another winnable game. I think we'll win.
If you lose all of those, do you think you're going down?
Yeah.
Yeah, class.
But I think we'll win.
Oh,
We'll
cheers
win.
to that.
Sunday,
Yeah.
2 o'clock. 2 o'clock. Score will be 3-1.
3-1. Okay.
3-1. I'll go 2-0 to Palace.
Oh,
It's a boring 2-2.
no.
boring
I don't-
2-2.
Palace haven't. I'm not sure. You should predict Forest win. Palace haven't won in so many games.
Yeah.
This is be a classic game where they will win.
Yeah, I was
Not,
gonna
not,
say, yeah.
not away from
I
home.
can see it.
Not
That's-
away from home.
4-4.
Sorry, are you okay today? These predictions
He's working
today,
for the same
like,
company
are
I was
crazy.
telling
I was
you.
going to say, the illegal betting markets.
It's gonna come
Palace,
off eventually.
Palace
It's
haven't
gonna come
won.
off.
Palace haven't won in the league since the 7th of December.
Have you got a bet on this? Yeah.
Imagine I do. You won't see me. Like I'll make so much
You
money
need
on
a
the
VPN to get on the site. Don't we?
Honestly,
Honestly.
those Turkish websites. Yo.
I didn't like the sound of that at all.
I was going to say.
It's so crazy what they can do online. Really impressive.
All the Wolfies come back in.
Okay, we'll do. I'm going to just do a couple of quick predictions because we are sort of stressed for time a little bit. But I do want to touch on some of the big games that are happening this weekend. We've got Spurs versus City, and that's
you wanna
one
talk
where
about this?
City will, they often slip up to Spurs, especially away. But Spurs at home have also been kind of dreadful this year. So that's one where I really, if I was going to do a genuine prediction, I would really struggle here because I don't know.
I think the good thing for City is they rested Haaland against Wolves, presumably for the Champions League tonight. Brackets. It happened already because it's Friday.
Yeah.
So we don't know / we do know whether
Friday
Haaland played.
fixture.
So basically, if I've confused myself now, but basically, I think if Haaland's a bit rested after the midweek games and coming back, I think he could do really well against Spurs because their defence looks shocking.
It's disgraceful.
Everyone keeps talking about Van der Ven and how quality he is, and he's a very good attacking defender, but actually defending, he's woeful, especially in the Burnley game.
Woeful is harsh.
It wasn't great.
Mid.
Though. Now in that game, it was.
Mid is
They did not play well in that game defensively. I would say.
Relegation battle.
The
Spurs?
second
Spurs
goal that they
relegation
scored,
battle?
Lyle Foster scored. The defending was atrocious. They just walked through the middle of the box and scored. It was a shocking game. So yeah, I think it could be a game where Haaland flourishes and maybe scores a hat trick. Honestly,
I mean, I was with a Spurs fan yesterday, and he was saying at the pub, Frank needs to go to The Hague for war crimes. He's turned against him in such a big way.
It's such a shame though if he gets
Yeah, I
sacked. It is a shame
know.
because he's a good manager, and it's very Spurs.
Yeah.
It's
I
just
think
a Spursy
it's-
thing for a good manager to go. And
It's
not
going to
do
be
well.
1-0 Man City. It's going to be Haaland 88th minute. classic kind of thing.
Just before I forget as well, Naz, we were going to speak about the Pep sort
I was
of.
just having a look at now. Yeah, just going to bring that up.
Basically, I thought I'd bring this up because I'm getting quite annoyed by Pep Guardiola. I'm saying it now.
I've been annoyed at him for a decade.
Yeah, but recently, when he does press conferences, he's so condescending to reporters because they asked him a fairly valid question about the refereeing decision where Wolves... well, a lot of people said it was a handball from Wolves. I'm kind of on the fence. I feel like, where's he supposed to put his arms, really? I feel like it's kind of a 50-50 chance. And also, it's the ref's first game in the Premier League, so it's impressive for him to actually go against VAR.
It's so refreshing to see.
Yeah, very refreshing. I was like, respect to him.
The ref's name is Farai Hallam, by the way.
Farai
And he's
Hallam,
right.
yeah.
I think he's right.
Yeah.
And I was just thinking to myself, like, this Pep Guardiola just needs to get in his box a little bit, because the amount of times in press conferences where he tries to condescend the reporter for asking a fairly valid question, like, does he want to say sorry, was basically the question
He's getting
he
into
asked.
the Mourinho "I am God."
I think that's what it is. He knows. He kind of knows he's Billy Big Bollocks, so he kind
I
of
think
just
he also
runs with
knows
it.
he'll probably be gone fairly soon, so he just doesn't care.
Is it Al
anymore.
Hilal, apparently?
Yeah, absolutely.
Al Hilal.
Face like that.
You're delighted, aren't you?
Al Guardiola, the new team.
But yeah, anyway, I just wanted to say that I just think he needs to
I think it's really
calm
nice
down a
to
bit.
see. I hope, but the thing, the referees
Yeah,
decision-wise, I think I would love to see more referees just get PJML yapping in their ear about, listen, mate, you're wrong, and I'm just going to stick with what I see on the pitch.
More
Respect him.
teams need to walk off if a VAR decision is shit for 20
Also,
minutes.
you need refs that have a bit of integrity, because recently in the Premier League we've had some bad examples off the pitch of...
You're not telling me there's money laundering or something going on in the
Well, no,
Premier
there's
League.
Corruption.
What?
Definitely cut.
some interesting cases, weren't there, off the field of convictions and stuff. So yeah, it's good to have a ref that seems
I
pretty
agree.
solid. So yeah,
And
it's
if Howard Webb, you want to come on and
Yeah.
explain things to us and explain how PJML knows what he's doing, feel free. There's an empty chair, match
There
left.
is.
I enjoyed when Gabby Bonlahor wrote him a letter after Villa didn't get the Champions League spots. That was hilarious on TalkSport, and just didn't reply to him. Just ignored him.
Fair enough.
Howard Webb was like, "Nah, I'm not responding to that. See you later."
We don't have to sell, Gabby.
We don't have to sell.
Oh yeah.
Very
All
funny,
time.
quick Gabby Bonglahor anecdote. My girlfriend's
Good to
mum.
Al Hilal as well.
Yeah,
after he
yeah,
retired
yeah,
from
yeah,
Aston
he's
Villa.
back, he's back,
Segue,
he's
yeah.
back. My girlfriend's mum is a chartered surveyor and was in charge of building Gabby Bonglahor's house in Birmingham. He wanted a TV in every room, including in his 2 bathrooms.
Nice.
Wow,
That's a
okay.
bit of Gabby Bonglahor
Oh, we've got Matt
inside
back.
information.
Match returned.
Matt has returned.
What do you know about Gabby Bonglahor's bathroom situation?
His bathroom.
Yeah, he wants a TV in it.
Oh, very nice.
Yeah, good stuff.
He'll enjoy it. Well, yeah, if he can afford one, I guess, get one in there for him. His wife probably don't want to talk to him.
Okay, guys.
I think he got divorced actually. It's on his second marriage. So
no other words, just score prediction. Spurs versus Man City. That's it. Score prediction.
5-0 Man City.
1-0 Spurs.
2-1 City.
1-0 Man City.
9-1
He's
to
done
Man
it
Sorry,
City.
that's really. Come on, what is this?
I think this is one of the games that Spurs are annoyingly written in the stars to win.
Really?
It's one of those. It's one of
I
those.
need that title challenge
He's
kept up.
lost all of his
Yeah,
money.
so I was literally about to say this is a
You
serious
said that
podcast, and
every
I
time
realised
credibility
who
on
we've
the
had on the podcast there. That's
Yeah,
not
most
true.
return
So,
Okay, guys. So because we're running out of time a little bit, we'll move on to Robins on this day.
oh, okay. I have a great on this day because it's basically my birthday. And it's the 30th of January. I've got a
Ooh.
great
Happy
on this day
birthday.
for you guys when I picture loads on my
Are
phone.
you an Aquarius, Robin?
So yeah, I am.
So am I.
Yeah, I am.
Says a lot, doesn't it? Really says a lot. So on this day, the 30th of January 1999, because it is Friday, obviously, in an article printed in the Times on this day in 1999, England manager Glenn Hoddle.
Which day was it, sorry?
Friday the 30th. 1999.
Unlucky for some.
So basically,
Oh,
Was it?
on this day, 30th of January 1999,
When?
which was a Friday. The England manager at the time
This is
was.
the best segment. Come on.
Spurs is Glenn Hoddle. Was it Chris Waddle?
Oh my
Just
god!
say it one more time and then we'll.
In 1999, I heard Glenn Hoddle did something on this day.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us?
So basically, Glenn Hoddle went a bit crazy and gave his views on reincarnation and his belief that people born disabled were paying for sins committed in a previous life,
That is
which
an
is a mad
insane thing to
statement.
say.
So my question to everyone on this panel, Matt, would you mind not playing a video?
Yeah, your question is?
My question to you, Naz, and to the rest of the panel today is: what's the craziest thing you can remember your manager saying in a press conference that
That's a
might
good
have
question.
got them sacked? A bit like Amarin, obviously, just going against his whole back room and just saying he hated Man United and then getting sacked. What can you remember? I don't know, maybe Benitez, someone.
I don't necessarily think about my own manager when I think about this. I think about Jose. I think about Sri, or however he did it. Sri Premier League and respect. I love that. In terms of like outrageous statements, though, God, I can't think of one where.
I've got a good one for Dyche. It was when he was at Burnley and someone asked him, "What does this do for your title fight, Dyche?" And he goes, "Title fight? Get in there! Get in there!" Yeah, great.
Sorry, was that the end of the anecdote? I just went silent. Sorry, Joe. Sorry.
That's all right, Dyche.
Anything else?
No, that's all I have to say.
That was pretty outrageous. I'll give it
Do you
to
remember that one?
No, I literally don't remember it.
Yeah.
Joe, have you got enough words? Do you want to say anything else?
Mate, I'm just dying for a wee. I'm sorry.
I need a wee.
Matt, do you want to go next?
Not outrageous, but
Okay.
Brian Clough said if football was meant to be played in the sky, God would have put grass there.
Nice. Beautiful.
Dirty Leeds.
Nice. Yeah, and then Nigel Pearson obviously said the ostrich thing, but he wasn't at Derby. He said that. Then he did get.
What was the
punched in
ostrich thing?
He said, if you think that, you really are an
Oh,
ostrich.
okay.
But he did have a bust up with Bradley Johnson in the dressing room. Bradley Johnson lamped him. Or he lamped Bradley Johnson.
Fair. We've had a succession of very boring middle-aged men as our managers. So I would say the Frank Lampard thing is, he's the happiest man on the planet, and then he's sad. And it's not anything particular he said, it's just his general demeanour as a bloke.
It's quite psychopathic, isn't it?
It's quite psychopathic, yeah.
But
in a
he's
kind
coined
way.
it as his own.
Yeah, he has.
It's his trademark.
It's nice to have a trope you can be
Him
associated
and that
with.
Aussie Prime Minister, the Aussie parliamentarian.
What was that?
When he
Don't say that.
What was that?
Wait, what?
Yeah, when he's talking
yeah,
about
yeah.
it, he's like, I of course agree with everything in that community, and
Oh,
that's
no,
really
yeah.
great. But people are dying. Someone get it upset, just get that.
Yeah, get it up, Seth. Lock that in, lock
Drag
that in.
myself down to dainties level.
yeah. Silence.
Yeah, but at least people laughed
Don't
afterwards.
say that.
Who is it?
Don't say that. I punch cunts in the mouth for that.
Kitter.
I don't know if I should have mentioned that on this day.
No,
It's
don't
complete
you worry.
chaos.
I really
Anyway.
want the
Bob
extended
Kitter.
cut of this. Song.
Probably the most chaotic episode yet. I'll give you that.
That's so surprising.
Would you
Right?
believe it?
Okay, we'll wrap up. But one more thing I did want to touch on, but just before we finish, which I forgot to mention previously, it's the end of the the transfer window.
Yeah.
What?
Seth's building a
Pure
website.
chaos on this show today.
All right, another edit in a second.
I just want to know. Let me just get a player or a position that you in your teams really need, and like
Just scraping the bottom of the barrel to try and end it.
no. Like I could end it now. I could end it now, but I really
No,
just.
I think it's a good. It's a good segment. It's a good segment.
It'll be too late.
For a weird
It'll be too late.
space.
I'll tell you what, Joe. You can go
No,
first.
no,
and then if
I'm
you
ready.
wanna-
Okay, go on. Start again.
Can I go second?
Yeah, sure. You go. Okay, cool.
Can I go second?
You're not allowed to leave until you've answered this question.
New cut. Say it, and then say it again.
Okay, cool. All right. One thing I wanted to talk about just before we finish, very quickly, very briefly. I'm just going to take a really quick second, just a quick moment, actually, just like maybe just a brief moment, just like a second, for example, to maybe talk about this issue that I was thinking about, which is quite a big thing that.
He's just trying to screw with him.
I'm
sorry,
the golden shower.
Okay, right. So basically, it's the end of the transfer window in January.
Yeah.
What does your team need?
What?
What does your team need?
Right, skip it.
What player?
We need a defender for Coventry City.
Okay, we need a attacker, a good attacker, a winger.
Okay.
A winger or a striker. We've already
Okay.
tried. We've already signed this. Line.
Anyone in
It's very
mind?
vague.
I think we should sign.
Do you even like football? Joe?
We should sign. Get rid of Delaney Backshots or whatever his name is, and sign.
Oh my god.
I'm not sure I know who that is.
Can you say that again, please?
Sorry. Get rid of.
He asked you for your favourite player and what position. You said back.
Matt Capon.
Right, let's start this again. Right, Joe, start.
It's fine. It's fine.
Start again. A winger.
Yep. Okay, nice. Robin.
Brilliant discourse.
Maybe like a CDM because Lavia always gets injured. We're going to sign Douglas Luiz, but apparently N'Golo Kante is going to make a return from, I think he plays. Finally been a reference on that podcast.
Let's go.
I think we should end there, to be honest.
Up the Al Hilal.
Any signs? Go on, let us know.
We need a defender, and there's a guy who's currently playing for Al Nassr called Cristiano Ronaldo, who I think should really change his position and join for us. Good night.
Okay, lovely.
I'd like someone to replace Ben Brereton Diaz.
Lovely.
He's a wanker anyway.
Well, this has been the most chaotic episode we've ever done.
Thank you.
Honestly, insane. Give
lot
me a
of editing
defender.
for
Give
Ben.
me Van de Ven. I'll take him. Right. Thank you so much for tuning into the most hectic Friday fixture that we've had. Good luck with editing this, Robin. I might have to jump in on this one as well because honestly, I don't know. Thank you to Ollie and Seth for enduring that as well. in
Before we
production.
go, Naz, should we have a bit more of a serious chat? Is there anything transfer-wise you want to mention? Just
No,
quickly?
I would
Are
like
you done?
happily wrap this up as well.
Let's
but
go
yeah.
then.
That Bob lad from City signed for Fulham.
Oscar Bob.
Oh yeah, there's that as well. And that's your breaking news. Thank you very much
Cheers.
for listening. Hopefully, you enjoyed it, and we'll see you next time.
Cheers, guys. Bye-bye.